Nvidia reports earnings this Wednesday, and right now you can collect hundreds of dollars in premium by selling cash secured puts on Nvidia without owning a single share of the stock. But here's the thing, most retail traders won't do it. Not because the trade doesn't make sense, but because of one number that scares them away the moment they see it. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what the trade looks like, why the fear around it is mostly misplaced, and I'll also show you a smaller version of the same idea for traders who don't have $50,000 to spare. So let's take a look. But first, just a quick disclaimer that everything discussed is for educational purposes only and is general in nature. So let's start with some context, because I don't want to just throw option strategies at you without explaining why the timing matters here. But Nvidia's been trading between about 210 and 165 for the last 6 months, and we're currently at around 190. Earnings are this Wednesday after the close, and analysts are expecting roughly 67% revenue growth to about 65 billion. That's enormous numbers. And if you have high profile earnings like this, the market is just, this is the one thing they're watching this week. And there's an amazing thing that happens in the option market that is an absolute gift for option sellers. And that is a spike in implied volatility. You can see that here. The first expiration here after earnings, the Feb 27 options have really high volatility at above 60%, when Nvidia normally trades around 45 to 50% implied volatility. So elevated IV means you're getting paid more, your strikes are further away than they normally would be, and you're collecting more premium than you normally would. You can see here on the lower chart that the implied volatility is way above the historical volatility for the stock as well. And the implied volatility is around the highest level that we've seen in about the last 9 months. After earnings, that implied volatility collapses, and that's called IV crush. Some of you may have heard that term before. The uncertainty gets resolved, the premiums drop really fast, and as an option seller, that's fantastic. So let's take a look at the two different option strategies that I use to take advantage of this situation. All right, let's start with the cash secured put, and I'm going to keep it simple. A cash secured put means you sell someone the right to sell you 100 shares of Nvidia at a specific price, which is called the strike price. In this case, we're using the 180 strike, which is a 25 delta. It means it has a roughly 75% chance of expiring worthless. In return for that obligation, we get paid a premium, in this case around $2.50 per contract. We're basically saying, I'm happy to buy Nvidia at $180 anytime between now and Friday. If the stock drops below 180, we take assignment. We buy 100 shares of Nvidia at $180, a nice discount to where it's trading at today. And if it stays above 180, we get the premium, the option expires worthless, and we can do another trade. The cash secured part of the trade just means that you have the cash in the account to buy those shares if required. So we need to have $18,000 minimum in our account to do this trade. And if we were to do, say, 3 contracts, we would need $53,000 in collateral. Here's that scary number that I mentioned. When I run these numbers through the option calculator that I have, the cash secured put calculator, all we need to do is fill in the cells in green, and the calculator will do the rest for us. So we've got our expiration date, the current stock price, the strike price, the option premium, and the number of contracts. That tells us our maximum loss, or the total amount of collateral that we would need to do this trade, around $53,250. We can see that the trade has a 6% decrease to the break-even price, and that break-even price is a function of the strike price less the option premium. So our break-even price here is $177.50. We're effectively buying Nvidia at a 6.34% discount to where it's trading at today. And if Nvidia stays above 180, we're getting a 1.41% return in a week, which equals around 103% on an annualized basis. Now, we don't want to just look at the returns, because that's obviously a very impressive number. We want to think about the risk as well, because that's the important thing when it comes to options trading. Everyone thinks about the returns and how much money they can make without thinking about the risk. And that's that big scary number here, that 53,000. And the risk is that Nvidia has a terrible earnings result and it drops well below $180. But if we go and look at the last few quarters of earnings results for Nvidia, we can see there's only really been a couple of examples where they've had a big drop on earnings. Usually they've been pretty solid, and if they decline, it's only a fairly small decline. So it's a pretty consistent stock that it's performing well over those earnings announcements. Now, if you're not happy owning Nvidia at 180, then this trade is not going to be for you. But if you're already thinking about buying the stock anyway, you're literally getting paid to wait for a lower entry price. And if you do get assigned, you can start selling covered calls against the shares. And that's the core of what is called the wheel strategy. All right, now let's take a look at a more capital efficient version of the same idea, which is a bull put spread. So what we've done here is we've still sold the 180 puts, but we've also bought the 175 puts as protection. That's cost us a little bit of premium, but it's significantly capped our risk. Instead of now risking $53,000, we've lowered the risk to around $1,200, and we're still getting a $300 return potential, which is a 25% return on risk in 1 week. So with the cash secured put, we're tying up 53,000 to potentially make 750, which is a roughly 6% return. With the bull put spread, we're tying up only $1,200 to potentially collect $300. The return on capital is higher in percentage terms, but the total premium is lower. And I'm not saying one's better than the other, they serve different purposes. The cash secured put is a bigger commitment for a bigger account with the genuine possibility of owning the stock. The bull put spread is more capital efficient, it's fully risk defined, and can be sized exactly to what you're comfortable in risking. Now, one main difference with the bull put spread is that the chance of 100% loss is much higher. With the cash secured put, it's very unlikely we're going to lose $53,000 in the next week because Nvidia is very unlikely to go to zero. But in this case, with the bull put spread, if it does go below 175, we suffer a full 100% loss. Now, let's say the market does react negatively to Nvidia earnings and the stock drops to say 160. That's a pretty extreme example. But in this case, the bull put spread would lose $1,200 and the cash secured put would lose about $5,200. So there's a big difference in risk. So how do you decide which strategy is right for you? Well, you want to ask yourself 3 questions. Firstly, how big is your account? If you're working with a small account, the bull put spread is just simply more practical. You can still participate in the earnings trade without tying up 53,000 in collateral, and you're still taking advantage of that high implied volatility with a high probability trade. The second question, are you comfortable owning Nvidia at 180? If the answer is yes, and you're happy to buy 100 shares of the stock at that price, then the cash secured put makes sense. If you're not comfortable holding the shares at that price through a volatile post-earnings period, then you would stick with the spread. And if you want defined or undefined risk, then that is a factor in determining whether you would choose the bull put spread with defined risk or the cash secured put with undefined risk. As always, nothing in this video is financial advice. It's purely for educational purposes. Options trading carries real risk, and you should only trade with capital you're prepared to lose. If you're new to selling options and want to understand the full system of how to select strikes, manage positions, and build a consistent framework, I've got links to some free resources below that you might want to check out. I'm also interested in which strategy you would choose on Nvidia this week. Would you choose the cash secured put with the higher premium and more risk, or would you choose the bull put spread with lower premium but defined risk? Drop your answer in the comments below. I read and respond to every single one. And if you found the video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.